Welcome to Harvard Spotlight on the Arts. The Education Director is here today from the Schauer Arts and Activities Summit. Welcome, Katrina.
Thank you.
We are now going to be talking about things that are coming up for spring. And we're going to be talking about some things that are the end of the month of March and then into April and May. And you brought some beautiful props with you today. And are you okay if we start with the adult
Sure.
arts? Okay.
Yeah. So we've got a macrame hanging planter at the end of April. This is one of our wine and art classes. So adults can come take this class, learn how to do it, step-by-step instructions, and have a drink. It's a nice night out with friends. And then we also have this beautiful spring wreath for May, and it's again another wine and art class. So people will have a wreath or a drink along, and then we put these all together with you. So and it's a really beautiful piece for your door for spring to replace that Christmas wreath that hopefully isn't up anymore. But yeah, so we've got those two wine and art classes coming up. At the same time, we actually have Happy Dance Hour. So if you aren't an art and craft person but want to still have a night out, we have dance lessons.
Nice.
And so we're going to be doing the cha-cha and the swing. So those are two classes that are coming up in April and May. And with each of those classes, they're paired with a drink. So there's always a specialty drink that is offered. Otherwise, there's other beverages available at the bar too if you don't want gin cooler or a sangria.
And those classes are held upstairs in Pikes Peak.
Yeah, so this class is in the art gallery and then that class is in Pikes Peak. So both classes are kind of intermingling at the bar. It's a really nice social evening. So
That is nice.
Yeah.
And those start at 6:30?
The wine and art class is at 5:30 and then the happy dance is at 6:30. So there's
Okay.
a little bit in between.
Okay. We should also talk about anything that's happening for youth art, if there's anything that we want to spotlight.
Yeah, we're doing these artist spotlight workshops in April with our instructor, Miss Jean. And so she's focusing on a specific artist, a famous artist for each piece or for each workshop. So we've got James Rossetti, and they're going to do a inspired watercolor painting. And then we've got Magdalene, I can't say this word, but there's there's a self-portrait in oil pastels in the style of this artist. And then we've got Laura Birch and her cats. So and those are all in April on Saturday mornings. And they're just little workshops for youth, and it's a one-time commitment. So that's really nice for our families that maybe are really busy during this time of year. So it's only one day if you want, or you could do all three.
And we're talking about the arts right now, and you're having a really neat contest coming up that involves Peeps.
Yes. So for the past few years, we've done a Peeps diorama contest. And this year we're changing it a little bit and doing a Peeps artwork either based off a famous painting or art piece or something of your own. So it's not necessarily a scene, but an art piece made of Peeps. So there's some really good examples on our Facebook page. And I think it's going to come up on the screen. And just some examples as far as like taking, Van Gogh's Starry Night and recreating it with Peeps, or,
Wow.
Doing something else, something like that. So we're going to have a contest. People can drop them off at the Schauer Center the first week in April. And then there'll be a few weeks where public can vote on them. And then there are some gift certificate prizes for the top winners.
And the voting will happen not necessarily during theater time when shows are happening, but it can also happen during the day. People can stop in.
Yep, so it'll be during the week, during our normal office hours, as well as during our theater performances on the weekends. So you can come see them those first 2 weeks in April. It'll be a lot of fun to see what people create.
Of fun.
Yeah.
Do you know how long this contest has been happening?
So this is our fourth year doing the Peeps contest. This is the first year as the famous painting or artwork recreation. But yeah, so we've been doing that for a few years, and I know it's been pretty popular throughout the country for a few years too.
Okay.
So it's not just a Hartford idea.
Okay.
But definitely something that there are others that you can do, and you can definitely Google inspiration pieces. There's some really neat things out there. Yeah.
All right. I don't care for Peeps, so that probably would work for me.
Yeah.
You have some exciting things happening for the youth theater.
Yes. So we are trying this year we're doing a mini musical with our Rising Star production team. And so we just completed Aladdin Junior in January. And that's our big musical that we start in the fall, go through the winter. And this time we're going to do a spring musical. And we're doing the most epic birthday party ever. It's a very cute script. Musical, and so we have auditions at the end of March and beginning of April, and the students will then rehearse for 2 months and put on a performance at the end of May. So it should be a really, really fun performance for our local youth to participate in. And Miss Therese and Miss Niza are coming back to help with that production, and we're hoping to get some hip hop dancing involved in that. So it should be a really fun show to put together.
It sounds fabulous. You're also offering a new on-the-spot improv troupe.
Yeah, so this is something that we've done typically in the summertime, and a lot of our students really enjoy it. And so we wanted to have something like this during the school year. So it's going to be running again those April to May dates, similar to the Rising Star mini musical dates. So they could be in that and then go to improv. It's a very nice, seamless, all-night theater adventure. So. But it's a really fun class that students get to learn how to do improv and participate with each other and play those theater games.
Okay.
And then do a little mini performance for their families at the end of class.
Is there a class limit size for that?
I think I have it set to 12 or 15.
Okay.
It's hard to do improv with a very large group.
Right.
But yeah, so I think about 12 is probably a good size for that class.
And in this brochure that I'm holding and flipping over, you have, again, all of the dance classes listed in here, and a lot of those have started already. Again, this is being recorded in March. But I'd like to close out with what is going to be happening towards May here with the sidewalk chalk.
Oh, yes. So at the end of May, following our SSA dance performances that are that Friday and Saturday, and the Sunday following that, we have a sidewalk chalk days just outside the Schauer Center. So it's free to the community. You just come and color our sidewalks with us and help share that joy for artwork on the sidewalks. We provide all the supplies, and if you pre-register, we will assign you a space ahead of time so that you definitely have a space. But yeah, it's free from the community. May 18th from 10 until noon, I believe. So
yes.
And it's a free, fun community event that anyone's welcome to attend.
Great.
Yeah.
And I think I've asked you this in the past, but is there a rain date?
No, we don't have a rain date for that. We've actually been pretty fortunate for having good weather that day. However, if it does rain, I'm sure we'll have other activities through the summer that will incorporate chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so too. Especially with the Courtyard series coming up. And people really enjoy seeing the artwork. So it's very nice.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that our viewers should know about these wonderful classes?
Our brochure is available in person at the Schauer Center as well as online on our website, schauercenter.org. You can view it anytime. And you can register for classes online or at our box office weekdays, Monday through Friday, noon to 5, or on the phone.
I noticed on the website that you have your email address up there as well, which is a great way that people can communicate with you if they have questions and just get that email sent to you.
Yeah, so if you have any questions about anything in the brochure, how class sizes are going, exactly what students are doing, if the descriptions aren't quite clear enough, definitely email me and I can help walk through what we've got to offer. So,
great.
Yeah.
Well, this is a lot going on again.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming in.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And to our viewers, as always, thank you for watching.